My beloved child. Before the world ever noticed you, I did. Before your first breath, before the dreams and regrets, I saw you. And I still do. I see not just the version of you that others know, I see your heart. The places you keep hidden. The wounds. The quiet strength. The silent prayers whispered in the dark corners of the night when no one was there to hear, except me. Even now, I'm closer than the thoughts racing in your mind. Closer than the anxiety in your chest or the ache in your soul. I see it all. Every tremble of doubt. Every scar you've tried to forget. Every tear that never made it down your cheek but welled up heavy in your spirit, I know them by name. You're not invisible to me. And I want you to understand something sacred, you are not alone. Not for a single heartbeat. Even when others left, even when their words wounded, when your efforts went unnoticed, when your love wasn't returned, I was there. And I still am. Let that truth settle in your bones like warmth on a winter night. I know the guilt you carry from the past, the regrets you rehearse. I know the way you punish yourself for what you wish you could change. But hear me clearly, your story is not over. In fact, it's just beginning. Yes, I am the God who restores. I am the one who breathes beauty into broken places and makes masterpieces from what others called ruins. Nothing in your life is beyond my reach. Nothing you've lost is beyond redemption. I don't ask you to be perfect. I ask you to be honest. I don't love some ideal version of you, I love you. The raw, real, tired, sometimes hopeful, sometimes afraid version of you. And I'm not letting go. So right now, take a breath. Let your soul exhale. Come back to me, not because you must, but because you are safe here. In my presence, you can stop pretending. You can stop performing. You don't need to impress me. Just let me love you. I want to walk with you through this. To whisper strength where your heart feels weak. To hold your hand when you don't know which step to take. And yes, to remind you again and again. You are seen. You are cherished. And your story, your beautiful, unfinished story, is still being written. And I'm not done yet. Now that you've paused long enough to breathe, to listen, to lean into my presence. I want to lift your eyes. Look not at your failures, but at the horizon ahead. You've carried burdens for so long, trying to hold everything together with your own hands, hoping no one would notice the weight pressing you down. But I've seen. I know. And I'm here to say, you don't have to carry this alone anymore. I never asked you to. Let me take what's heavy. Lay down what you've kept hidden behind your smile. Your grief, your anxiety, your self-doubt, none of it frightens me. None of it disqualifies you from the life I've prepared. You are not disqualified because of your scars. In my hands, scars become signs of healing, not shame. You've made it through days you thought would break you. Nights that felt endless. And still, you're here. Not because you're lucky. Not because you're strong enough. But because I've been holding you, even when you didn't know it. And now, I'm calling you to rise. Not in your own strength, but in mine. I will fill you with a courage that the world can't explain and a peace that stands firm, even in the middle of the storm. You think you've been forgotten, overlooked, maybe even written off. But I haven't written you off. I'm writing you in. This is the turning point. This is the moment you begin again, stronger, wiser, and more deeply rooted in me. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Not to those who doubted you. Not even to the voice in your head that says you're not enough. I say you are enough, because I created you with care. I planted dreams inside you, not for them to wither, but to grow. And even if it feels like those dreams have gone dormant, even if your heart has felt cold and your hands empty, I want you to know something beautiful. The seed never died. It's been buried, yes. Hidden beneath disappointments, delays, and pain. But in the soil of your surrender, it has been waiting. And now, by my spirit, it's starting to break through the surface. You are about to bloom. And no, you don't need everything figured out. You just need to walk with me. Let me guide the steps. Trust me with the timing. You are not running out of time, you're being prepared for what is right on time. Every detour has had purpose. Every tear has watered the ground. And every moment you felt forgotten, I was forming something eternal within you. So hold your head high, not in pride, but in peace. This is not your ending. This is your awakening. The chapter ahead is not written in fear, but in faith. And as you keep walking, I will meet you in the middle of your questions, your hopes, your silent prayers. And I will turn them into testimony. You don't have to rush. You're not behind. You haven't missed it. My plans for your life are not bound by human timelines or limited by past mistakes. What I have designed for you is still unfolding, beautifully, intentionally, and in my perfect rhythm. I see how the uncertainty weighs on your heart. You've asked questions in silence, am I still on the right path? Did I take too many wrong turns? God, where are you in all of this? I hear them all. And here is my answer, I've never left your side. When the road grew foggy and you couldn't see what was next, I was the one placing each stepping stone beneath your feet. When you walked through places that felt barren, void of direction, void of hope, I was watering the ground beneath the surface, preparing something new to grow. I never waste a season. Not the ones filled with joy, and not the ones filled with silence. Especially not the silence. In those quiet moments, I've been inviting you into something deeper, into trust, not just when things feel good, but when everything feels still. Because trust built in the silence becomes faith that cannot be shaken. You've spent so much of your life striving, to be good enough, strong enough, wise enough, to earn the love you already had. But I never asked you to earn what I freely give. You are my child, not my employee. Your value doesn't come from your achievements. It flows from who I say you are. And I call you mine. Each time you come to me, not polished, but real, something holy happens. Heaven meets your honesty. My peace enters the places anxiety tried to claim. My voice calms what once felt chaotic. You were never meant to carry it all alone. Come sit with me. Not just when you're broken, but when you simply long to be known. I'm not impressed by performance. I'm moved by your presence. Just you. As you are. So let go of the pressure to have all the answers. You don't need a 10-step plan for the future. You need only one thing, me. And I am already guiding you, even when your eyes can't see it yet. I walk ahead of you, clearing the way. I stand beside you, strengthening your spirit. And I'm behind you too, protecting you from what could have taken you out. The path ahead may still hold challenges, but not one of them is greater than the grace I've placed on your life. And every time you feel unsure, I will remind you, I'm the one who parted the seas. Who calmed the storm. Who called the stars by name. I know what I'm doing. And I know where I'm leading you. You don't need to force open doors. The ones I've ordained will open at the right time. And when they do, you'll walk through them not in exhaustion, but in peace. Not in fear, but in confidence. So rest in me. Let my words become the melody that sings over your doubts. Let my presence be the place where you breathe again, unhurried, unafraid, and fully embraced. This is not a detour. This is preparation. And I'm still leading you, step by step, moment by moment. Your future is secure. Because I hold it. And I hold you. Now that your spirit is resting and your soul is listening, I want to take you somewhere even deeper, not forward just yet, but inward. Into the hidden places you've closed off. Into the rooms behind locked doors where pain still lingers, disguised as strength. Into the memories you avoid because they still echo with disappointment, betrayal, or regret. Let me in. I already know what's there. I've seen every moment, the ones you share, and the ones you've buried. Not to shame you. Not to condemn. But to heal. To reach into the places where no one else has dared to go, and gently bring peace. I've never flinched at your brokenness. Not once have I turned away. I have always leaned in closer, closer to your confusion, your anger, your numbness. Because even there, my love remains constant. You do not need to hide your heart from me. Let me hold the pieces you thought were beyond repair. That moment you keep replaying in your mind, the words that cut deep, the ache that never really faded, I can redeem it all. I'm not only the God who leads you forward. I'm the one who reaches back to restore what was lost. What others walked away from, I kneel beside. What the world dismissed, I call sacred. You were never too far gone. Even when you wandered, I followed. Even when you doubted, I remained. My love isn't shaken by your wrestling, in fact, it meets you right there. I don't need perfect faith from you. I ask for a willing heart. And you've shown me that. You've kept coming back. You've whispered prayers through tears. You've lifted your eyes, even when it felt like the heavens were silent. And each time, I've drawn nearer, not because you earned it, but because I'm faithful. And now, it's time to stop carrying shame that was never yours to keep. To release yourself from the guilt that I already paid for. I want you to be free, not just in word, but in your very being. Free to laugh again without fear of tomorrow. Free to dream again without dragging yesterday's weight into it. Free to feel joy and not question if you deserve it. Because in my eyes, you do. Not because of what you've done. But because of who you are, my creation, handcrafted in love, spoken into existence with purpose. Your identity is not tied to what broke you. It is rooted in what I've spoken over you since the beginning. You are chosen. You are cherished. You are held. Let these words become more than promises, let them become your truth. Let them wash over the lies you believed for far too long. Lies that told you you're not good enough, that your best days are behind you, that you'll always feel this empty ache. None of that is from me. I don't speak despair. I speak destiny. And yours is still unfolding. So come, with your fears, with your dreams, with your questions. I'll meet you in all of it. Not to lecture, but to listen. Not to push you harder, but to remind you, you're safe here. And while the world demands that you move faster, strive harder, and be stronger, I say, be still. Let me love you back to life. Now that your heart has been quieted and your soul reminded of who you are, let's look ahead, together. Not with fear. Not with hesitation. But with expectation. Because what comes next is not random or uncertain, it's been lovingly prepared for you. Even when you couldn't see it, I was setting things in motion. While you were praying, I was paving a way. When you felt stuck, I was shifting things behind the scenes. You've seen only the surface, but I've been building a foundation far deeper than you imagined. You were never forgotten. The dreams I placed in you still have breath. They're not dead, they've just been growing roots, waiting for the right season to bloom. And beloved, that season is drawing near. Not by your might, but by my spirit. Not through striving, but through surrender. You've weathered storms that tried to steal your hope. You've stood when it would have been easier to give in. And now, I am turning the page. Not erasing what's come before, no. I use even the broken chapters. I turn them into testimonies, into strength, into beauty. You may still feel uncertain, but trust me, I am not. I know what I'm doing. You don't have to map every detail, plan every moment, or control what comes next. All I ask is that you keep walking with me. One day at a time. One breath at a time. Faith doesn't require full understanding, it simply asks for willingness. So walk forward, not because you're fearless, but because you are deeply loved. My love is not fragile. It's not conditional. It doesn't vanish when you doubt or disappear when life gets messy. I remain steady through every valley, every delay, every detour. And I walk with you still, never as a distant observer, but as a close companion. Every step ahead, I'm already there. Every obstacle, I'm already working through it. Every longing in your heart, I see it. I hold it. And in time, I fulfill it according to my perfect design. So breathe again. Dream again. Believe again. The world may try to distract you with noise, discouragement, and fear, but my voice will always cut through the chaos. My voice speaks peace. Direction. Purpose. Truth. And here's the truth, you are stepping into something new. Not because of luck. Not because of your qualifications. But because I've called you forward. You've been refined through fire, and now it's time to rise. Not in your own name, but in mine. You are being sent not just to survive, but to shine, to reflect my goodness, to love with boldness, to live with clarity, to speak with hope. Every moment you've walked through has prepared you for this. This isn't the ending you feared. It's the beginning you didn't see coming. Your story is still unfolding, and I am the author. And I always finish what I start. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't let regret pull you down. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your heart open. Keep your soul anchored in my promises. Because what I'm doing in you, and through you, is sacred. And this, child, this is only the beginning.